everybody, and welcome to Wendy's Witness. Ever heard the phrase, looks can be deceiving? How so? How can looks be deceiving? Do you remember how Jesus said, watch out that no one deceives you in Matthew 24 when asked about the sign of His coming and the end of the age? My question is, are we fooling ourselves? Here are a few ways to gauge where we stand. Do we walk the walk and talk the talk? How about this? If it looks like a duck, swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. If we call ourselves a Christian, we should live, look, talk, and act like a Christian, and not like the world and everybody else around us. Keep watching today. Different is good. Deceiving is bad. And we have got to make the distinction. When a Christian's walking through this life with the Lord, their life looks different. This is why Jesus calls us the light of the world. We should stand out, help people to see the truth, and show them the way to the Father through Jesus Christ. 1 John 2, 5 and 6 says, this is how we know we are in Him. The one who says he remains in Him should walk just as He walked. How did Jesus walk? In love. You'll notice there's similar traits spoken of love in 1 Corinthians 13 as in the fruit of the Spirit in Galatians 5, which love is a fruit of the Spirit. Love leads us to sacrifice, putting our desires on the back burner. We give of ourselves when we love. No self-preservation, no self-absorption, no self-care, and self-promotion. These are the ways of the world, not one who walks like Jesus. Our lives are a testimony, one way or the other, and it shouldn't take long to make the distinction. 1 John 4, 15 and 16 says, whoever confesses that Jesus is the Son of God, God remains in him and he in God. And we have come to know and to believe the love that God has for us. God is love, and the one who remains in love remains in God, and God remains in him. Have you ever been in charge of supplies? Maybe you ordered them or picked them up. Maybe you took inventory of what was left and what was needed. I bet time and time again you were given a heads up. Hey, we're running low on such and such. You were the go-to gal or guy, kept abreast of the status of the contents of the supply closet or room. As a Christian, we have an unending supply of love to give out to others if they need it, and everyone needs love. Let's bring supply through Christ. If someone out there is looking for love and has not yet met Jesus, would they know you've been given the job or commission to spread God's love by watching you at work or at home? Would they be able to make the distinction? Backbiting, gossiping, arguing, and jealousy. You would think these describe those in the world who do not belong to Jesus. But oftentimes, we find there is little to no distinction. Attitude, outlook, even demeanor and speech. Is anything set apart, special, or different in our lives as a follower of Christ? It should be. Now, we're all at different stages of our walk with God, but we are walking, right? I know we have to merge into traffic to get to where we're going. We have to occupy our time and space, but something should be different. And it should make others ask us, where do we get our peace, our strength, our calm countenance? If we're just like everyone else, why would anyone want what we have? Cultural Christian versus genuine Christian. How do you make the distinction? Why does it even matter? And who cares? Have you ever heard of Braxton Hicks? If not, it's basically false labor. So you may be exhibiting signs of labor, but nothing is really happening on the inside. If you go to the hospital, you're coming back home, no baby. A genuine conversion changes us from the inside. We become pregnant with all God's promises, and we know eventually we will give birth. 1 John 3:9 states, everyone who has been born of God does not sin, and the footnote in my Bible says, or practice sin, because his seed remains in him. He's not able to sin, footnote, or keep on sinning, because he's been born of God. And here it is, verse 10. This is how God's children and the devil's children become obvious. Whoever does not do what is right is not of God, especially the one who does not love his brother or sister. It matters how we treat others. We are set apart to be useful for the kingdom. But which kingdom? Love or hate? Light or darkness? Right or wrong? This is how we make the distinction. Well, God bless you. Thank you so much for watching. Lord willing, I will see you back next week. And remember, we are all witnesses.